Hello, my name is Eva Manhoot, and I have two of my poems in this upcoming edition of Brainchild Magazine. The first one is called Hay Mowing, and the second one's called The Infant. And today I just wanted to talk a little bit about my poem Hay Mowing and the inspiration for it. But first I wanted to thank everyone at Brainchild for accepting my poetry, and I can't wait to see how it all turns out. So the poem Hay Mowing actually came about because I grew up on a farm. And it's pretty self-explanatory, actually. It's just kind of describing some of the activities that I remember as a kid growing up, spending time with my father, being out in the hayfield as he mowed hay, and just kind of how I feel that that shaped a lot of my writing, but also who I am today. A lot of my writing talks about my early childhood and the experience of growing up on a farm, and kind of in a nostalgic way, and in a way that shows how your childhood really can make a big difference in who you are and who you become. And also, I've always been very close to my father, so the poem's also just kind of a family poem about that relationship with my father, and that's another theme that I write about a lot in my poetry, is kind of the distance I feel between some members of my family, but the closeness that I have with my father. The other poem I will say a few words about, The Infant, kind of came about because I've been thinking a lot about motherhood and writing a lot of poetry on these themes as well. And it's just kind of this idea that motherhood's something that's very beautiful and that you want to cherish, but it's also something that can be very grotesque at times, and kind of contrasting that with the scenes of war in the poem also reflects on fatherhood and what it's like to be a father in the military. So it's kind of a couple of things that I've just been thinking about, and in a lot of my poetry that came through in that poem. And even though those two poems are completely different in many ways, they also share that thread of reflection on family and being a parent or being a child and growing up in certain settings, which can sometimes be hard. So thank you for listening. I just wanted to share a little bit about my poetry, and I hope you enjoy reading my poems. Thank you.